big shots straight off to start the fight. A jab and a low kick from Jimmy Manува.
I think we got half of Sweden here with us, Dan, and we're actually going to be in Sweden on October 4th, so their voices will be even louder.
Good level change. Jimmy looking for a arming guillotine. Big takedown by Gustafsson.
Gustafsson just throws Jimmy Manува to the side as he takes us down to the canvas.
It's like he's forcing that wrist down to the canvas there. That was a big takedown, obviously showing his intentions early on in this fight. Going to mix it up, going to make it difficult for the poster boy.
Absolutely right. Well, why have Manува standing opposite you with all of those dangerous weapons?
I'm happy sitting on this side of the fence for this fight, to be honest. You know, first time...
Isolate that left arm, Dan.
Yeah. He's working for it, but the strength of Jimmy Manува is going to be something... It's going to be something to work against in this early on in this fight.
Jimmy Manува doing well there to avoid that straight arm lock, the key lock.
First time I've seen Manuva's demeanour changed in the face-off today as well. They were very relaxed at the weigh-ins, but as soon as they're in the centre of the octagon, he was staring down, he meant business. I've not seen them like that before.
But these guys have been doing a lot of promotional work ahead of this main event. They've got to be sick to the teeth of one another.
Well, fortunately, we have just the right place for them to settle their differences.
Absolutely right. How apt. As Gustafsson once again looks to isolate that left arm.
Yeah, he's persistent with
what he's looking for here, Dan, and what he needs to do.
He was working on a Kimura, but now Jimmy's got his arm straightened out. It'd be very, very difficult to get a straight arm lock on Jimmy Manува, particularly with Alexander Gustafsson's arms being so long as well. Possibly an Americana? No, let go of that. Jimmy's so strong, it must be difficult to control one of those arms.
So Alexander Gustafsson looking for a shoulder lock early here in this contest. First round of a scheduled 5. Main event here at London's O2 Arena. John Good and Dan Hardy in commentary.
Jimmy looks relaxed, looks like he's taking his time. I think he's expecting to stand up pretty soon. Gustafsson's being urged to work by Mark Goddard.
Gustafsson is looking to advance his position.
Good shoulder bump there. Don't really do a great deal of damage, but it's really irritating. Another one.
It's all the little nasty tricks to unsettle your opponent, so they give up position perhaps.
Exactly, yeah. Anything like that, anything, you know, even in the clinch against the fence, you know, foot stomps, knees to the legs, things like that. It makes a difference. Good post on the face there by Alexander Gustafsson to create some space. Possibly work a little bit of ground and pound if he can get some space.
And we were looking for that underhook, which signals he might try and get back to his feet, but Gustafsson gets rid of that.
Gustafsson looking to trap that arm underneath his... Oh, Manува gets his guard back. That was beautiful work.
Well, I'm not sure we've ever seen Manува working off of his back. Certainly not for this length of time.
No.
And with an open guard right now, signaling that he could get quite aggressive with that. And what I mean by that is aim for some submissions.
He looks very much like he's taking his time and pacing himself in this round. Minute 20 on the clock. Very smart work from Alexander Gustafsson. Nice front headlock by Gustafsson. Spins to take his back. Jimmy shreds him out. That's the strength right there of Jimmy Manува.
Stop the transition to the back. And these guys are both right bang in the centre of the octagon, and this is where the crowd want to see them.
See if Gustafsson can keep this fight at range on the feet, or possibly a level change when Jimmy commits to a shot. And there's another takedown. Oh, beautiful knee there.
Stuck the takedown through the knee.
We saw him use that a lot in Nottingham against Kyle Kingsbury. Overhook one arm, post on the head, and just hammer away with knees. Very, very effective against Kyle. Nice inside low kick. Works for the clinch again. Oh, body shot to Gustafsson there.
Getting aggressive.
He doesn't look at all rattled by the fact that he's got the #1 contender of his division right in front of him.
Absolutely not. But he's trained for this, Dan. We said on the walkout he's turned the UFC down twice. He's not a guy that takes uncalculated risks. Last few seconds in this opening round.
How you feeling? Right, that's it. Breathe, breathe. Listen, listen.
Take a look at a replay from that first round, Dan.
Yeah, this was a huge takedown. Lifted a big guy off his feet, put him on the floor, and that was pretty much the end of the round, apart from this beautiful little spin stand-up by Jimmy Manува. Did very good to get back to his feet there, and just shrugged Alexander Gustafsson off as he tried to spin to take his back. And I like this big left hook to the liver right there. Didn't land quite as cleanly as I'm sure he would have liked, but he'll be looking for that again in this round.
Well, the octagon is being cleared, and we are just about ready to get back into it for the second round. Jimmy Manува sporting those white shorts. Alexander Gustafsson in the colours of Sweden.
A lot of power in that inside low kick. Really upsets Gustafsson's balance when he throws it. I'd like to see him follow up with with a couple of strikes after that, a couple of punches perhaps.
244 significant strikes in that battle with Jones. Is the #1 for that statistic in lightweight history, and it's the second most for any championship fight in UFC history. And it appears that Mark did spot that eye poke.
Okay, stop. Stay where you are.
Which is an unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We've had it a couple of times this evening, and the doctor's been asked to come in and take a look at Manува.
Yeah. Fighter safety is first and foremost. Though we've got to make sure these guys are okay to continue. Manува looks fine.
Let's take a look at that replay and see if we can spot that.
Oh yeah, open palm again. We've got to do something about that. I don't really think we can fix the gloves, to be honest, but there's got to be some kind of ruling about keeping those palms closed and perhaps more harsh punishment for people who are reaching out with an open palm.
Well, deemed accidental, which I'm sure it was. Thankfully, Manува is all set and ready to continue. We'll get the clock going just now. Good job there from Gustafsson, the former amateur champion in Sweden.
Very quick right hand from Manova just there. Big left hook swing, just missed.
Both having success there in that exchange.
Support.
He needed a big win, and he just got it. Talk us through it, Dan.
Beautiful knee there, rocked Jimmy. Jimmy tried to recover, but the uppercut sealed the deal. He went down, and then the referee jumped in to save him from any more. That was a fantastic finish from Gustafsson against a very, very dangerous Jimmy Manува.
Massive knee, swarmed Manува, smelt it, finished it off, and Mark Goddard had to get involved. And a beautiful cartwheel at the end there to celebrate that victory. He needed a big win here, Dano, against a very dangerous and relatively unknown opponent. Even though we've seen Manува here in the UFC, he's had some quirky ends to those fights.
Yeah.
But there is absolutely no mistaking that Gustafsson finished that with an exclamation point.
Yeah, definitely. That was what the division needed to see to really solidify him and respect him as the #1 contender. Now we've just got to wait and see what happens with the division as it unfolds in a couple of weeks' time with John Jones.
So right, let's send it right back to the octagon and make this all official. It's over to Andy Friedlander.
We now come to the official announcement of the decision. Referee Mark Goddard stopped the bout at 1 minute and 18 seconds. of the second round. The winner by TKO, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Alexander Gustafsson is victorious. He's with Dan Hardy.
I'm here with the winner, and there's a very happy crowd out there right now for Alexander Gustafsson. It's got to feel good to get a win over such a dangerous opponent like that.
Feels amazing. I've been working so hard. Me and my team at All-Stars Training Center together with Team Alliance. My head coach Andreas Michael. I got Finfo, I got Jocke, I got Inli there, and all my sponsors, my family, my friends, you guys here that support. I love you guys.
That was a fantastic finish. I think we're going to take a look at it on the big screen in a second. If you could talk us through it. Is that how you saw the fight going?
Yeah, you know, this guy was so dangerous. All I knew was, you know, I don't know, maybe I should take him down, but I felt good standing too. And there we go.
Beautiful finish. So obviously now, #1 contender in the division. There's a lot of change.
John Jones, I want my title shot again. I'm right here, right whenever you want, man. Whatever you want.
You heard it. Alexander Gustafsson wants his shot. Let's hear it one more time. Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Victory for the Swede. Now we aim to keep you entertained, and what's coming up in Brazil should not be missed.